Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's go ahead and discuss another important topic while we go ahead with the conditions and we'll check a particular value is true or false. This is called Truthy and Falsy. In Python, every object in every object is having a Boolean value. Okay, every object is having a Boolean value. Either it is an empty object or object is having some value, it is having a Boolean value. Boolean value means it can be either 0 or it can be a 1. What are the cases where we can get this falsy? Okay, falsy values means value to false. Whenever we get the boolean of that particular um, object, it will be false. Okay, let's go ahead and see these falsy values. No, just two. Falsy conditions. Falsy conditions. How we are getting this truth or false value? We need to take the boolean of that particular object. If we take the boolean of that particular object, if it returns false, those are called falsy object. Those are called falsy object. Let's go ahead and see them one by one. Suppose if we take the boolean of none, boolean of none is false. Boolean of none is false. The second one is boolean of false. That is also false. False. And third one, what we are going to see is boolean of 0 or boolean of 0.0 or boolean of 0 plus 0 j. These are all giving false. The fourth one, what we're going to see is boolean of an empty string. Either it can be like this or single quotes or a boolean of a dog string without any information. Dog string without any information. These all will give false. These all will give false. Now the fifth condition is we already discussed about the sequential and the collection category data type. If that sequential and collection category data type, if they have no value inside, those also will be turned into false. Suppose if you take the boolean of empty list, boolean of empty dictionary, boolean of tuple, empty tuple, or boolean of empty set. These all will give false. These all will give false. Then sixth one, what we are seeing is range function. A range function with range of zero. Range of zero. This also will give false. Okay, these are the falsy conditions we can get. These are the falsy conditions. If we execute any of them, we can see we are getting false as the output. If we take the boolean of this one, false as the output. Apart from this one, what is truthy then? Here so we can say truthy. Boolean of any value means any number or any string which is not empty, non-empty values. Okay, boolean of any non-empty object. This will be true. This will be true. Any non-empty. Suppose if it is boolean of a name, that means yes, value is there. That means it's true. True. That means it's true. And or suppose if you have some variable x and this variable will be having some values like string or list 1, 2, 3, or a tuple 1, comma 2, or if it is a if it is a dog string saying multi-line, hi, hello, this is a dog string. Okay, this is multi-line dog string. Or in case of any, what else we have? Tuple, then we have this dictionary k1 v1 comma k2 colon v2. k1 v1 comma k2 colon v2 comma k3 colon v3. It is key value pair. Boolean of this will also give true, or set of 1, comma 2, comma 3. This will also be true. These are the conditions where we get Boolean of any of the above will get true. Any of this will get true. In real programming, how we are evaluating this one? Suppose we have something called name. Name equal to either it can be an empty string or it can be a name equal to John. In programs, you may see if name. You don't need to specifically say if Boolean of name. If just say if name, then print hi. Here also, if name, print hi. Else, print enter the name. Enter the name. What is the difference here? Else, print enter the name. What is the difference here? In here, we have empty string, nothing is there. Okay, here we have name equal to an empty string. Here it is checking whether the Boolean of name is 0. That means this is not true. That in that case, if condition is not going to execute, if condition is not going to execute, in that case it will go to execute saying yet another name. Whereas here we have this string available in this name. It's called John. If name is true, Boolean is true. That is, if true is equal to if true, print hi. If false, then it will go to the else. It's not going to the else part. Why? Because here itself our condition is true. Here itself our condition is true. If true, then print hi. Then it is going to print the hi message here. This is what this Truthy and Falsy conditions is having a lot of importance while we are going ahead with the programming. Lot of importance in our Python program, because in every cases, everywhere we used to do this kind of evaluation to see whether that particular string available or not, or that particular object available or not. If that object is available, then go ahead and do this operation. If that object is not available, then go ahead and do other operations. This is where this will come into picture. Let's go ahead and see one or two examples so that the concept will be more clear. Let's go ahead and see them practical. We've already seen this one. Let's remove this one. Yeah. Suppose x equal to, I'm going to add x equal to none. X equal to none. In that case, Boolean of x, it says false. Boolean of x is false. If the x is none, then if we take the Boolean of that x, that is false. Second case, instead of none, false. X equal to false, Boolean of x is again false. Let's go ahead one by one so that it will be clear. Then x equal to false, then Boolean of x equal to false. In the next case, x equal to 0. Okay, we can take x equal to 0, comma y equal to 0.0, comma z equal to 0 plus 0 j, 0 plus 0 j. Body syntax is equal to 0. Okay, no problem. I don't understand what the problem is. X, comma. Now it will be correct. X, comma, y, comma, z. Okay. X, comma, y, comma, z. Now if we take Boolean of x, comma, y, comma, z, I don't think it will give. Let's see. Now, let's remove this one. Let's take one by one. Boolean of x, false. Boolean of y, it is again false. Boolean of z, that's again false. Because this is integer, float, and complex value. All are 0. So in the complex value, real and imaginary parts are 0. In that case also, it is going to give it as false value. Now let's see x equal to an empty string. Then Boolean of x is again false. We can have x equal to, the empty string can be in double inverted comma, single inverted comma. In that case also, Boolean of x equal to false. Suppose x equal to docstring, empty docstring, Boolean of empty docstring is also false. Now, we have seen other connection database data types like x equal to empty list, x equal to empty list. Boolean of empty list is again false. Now, Boolean of empty tuple, that's again false. Now, Boolean of empty dictionary, dot again false. Now, Boolean of what is we have pending? Empty set, that's again false. Finally, we have something called Boolean of range of 0, range of 0. This is always false. These are the falsy conditions where we can see if these are the value we need to evaluate against the Boolean condition, then these are the conditions where we are going to get the false value. From where we can get the Boolean of true or truthy. Okay, Boolean of any integer value is true. Okay, Boolean of 0.1, any float value, it is true. Boolean of 1 plus 2j, it's complex, that is true. Okay, Boolean of any string is going to be true. Or Boolean of what else we have? We have list 1, comma 2, it is true. Boolean of a tuple 1, comma, it is true. So we don't need to specify multiple items to define a tuple. Even the parenthesis is also not required. Suppose Boolean of 1, comma, that is a tuple. We need to specify only comma will define whether it is a Boolean or not. Okay, that we already discussed in the previous video. Now, if you see Boolean of, okay, let's see docstring. Hi, this is a docstring. This is also true. These are the conditions where we get the truthy. Boolean of any non-empty value or any integer or float, any complex value, which is non-zero or not empty value. Those are all comes to the truthy conditions. Let's go ahead and see some practical example where we can evaluate this Boolean truthy and falsy condition so that the concept will be more clear to us. Suppose if you see this item, we are going for any shopping cart. As of now, items is an empty list. If not items, print cart is empty. As of now, there is no items are there. That means it is saying this cart is empty. Name is an empty string. If the name is empty, if name means it is checking whether it is any value available in the name variable. If nothing is there, that means if name, it will check whether there is any name is there or not. If it is not, it's going to be false. If name is there, it will say hello. That name variable will come here. As of now, it's an empty variable. So it will go to the else stage. Please enter your name. See, please enter your name. This is how we are using in this real time what this truthy and falsy conditions. Let's go and see one more example. Suppose we are creating a portal whether the students can see their results or a patient can see their report or something. In that case, we will see something like result. Result initially initiated as none, and it will check if the result is none, print no resulted. The result is ready. This result none will be replaced by that particular result. If you execute this one, it's a no result yet. This is how we can use this truthy and falsy conditions in real time. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. In the next video, we are going to see another important topic in if-else statement that is called match cases. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day.